Welcome, everyone. It's been a year. Not quite. How is everyone? How do I sound? Most of this has not been tested. I am here. I said this would be a scuff stream. And, I mean, just, look at me. I'm not even finished. Anyway. Hello. Welcome, everyone. It's good to see so many, well, I say so many people. There's 4 people turned up already. That's a good start. It's always a good start. I sound good and clear. My TV is broken. Yeah, I know. The TV's busted. Not a lot I could do about that, unfortunately. But, how about this nice ladder? No? No ladder? Okay, never mind. Fine. So, it's been nearly a year. And it's very important that I say it's been nearly a year. Hang on, Pat's noticed something. Are you? Am I? Am I what? No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. No, definitely not doing that. No. No, it's not quite the same. I just realized there's no chat. Oh, this is really scuffed. So Pat just asked me if I'm VTubing, and no, I'm not VTubing. That's not a thing. Exactly. I'm just a digital person. That's all I am. Is data inside your heads. But no, this isn't VTubing. This is actually what is called PNG tubing. Because there's a difference. Yeah, and I've got some nice poses. Obviously you can see the lip flaps and everything. So this is new. It's gonna look way cooler in the future. But right now, it's limited. But yeah. You down? Oh yeah. Hang on, let's see if I can throw up a chat box a second. Because I genuinely did not think to do a chat box. Hang on. It's just kind of appeared in the middle of nowhere. Oh, there you are. Okay, and then I can go. I think it's control. No, not control. Not that button. Oh no. No, it's not shift either. Oh my goodness. Alt. Yes, it's alt. There we go. And now you can't see the text because it's all white on a white background. I said this would be scuff. I did say. I warned you all ahead of time. This is your own fault. Let's see. Font settings. That's what I'm looking for. Font settings. Black. Done. Alright. So when the chat comes back up, it should now be actually readable. Put it on the TV. Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, Oh, I should have put on the TV. Hang on. Don't say anything. Go turn the font back to white. Good grief. Things I do for you people. Like, not stream for a year. Okay. There we go. You need a new t-shirt? Oh my goodness. Dude, I haven't even... There we go. You guys... Look, guys! You're on TV! Let's make it a little bit bigger. Is it everything you always hoped it would be? There you go. So, yes, okay. Welcome, everyone. I don't even know how to begin. It's been 364 days. You can't handle the responsibility. Nope, you're on TV now. It's your job to give political advice. Alrighty, so, yes, everyone, welcome back. It's been a big year for me. It's been a big year for both of us. I mean, I think it's been a big year for pretty much everyone. There's been so much going on. But that's why we're here today. I couldn't allow the stream to go for an entire year. That was out of the question. That was entirely out of the question. But a year ago tomorrow, yes, a year ago tomorrow would be the last day I streamed, and I streamed Minish Cap. If anyone was here early, you would have noticed that it still said Minish Cap on my channel when I went live. But, yeah. Oh my goodness, this is actually really awkward because I've not done this in so long and it's just so different, and there's lots of things to talk about, lots of things I want to talk about for moving forward, but also about the things that have happened that's gotten me to where I am right now. I try to organize a few things, at very least organize them in my head, but actually, you know, saying anything is, it's good to be back. It's good to actually be streaming again. Yeah. This is a game I gotta finish first? Probably. Honestly, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing first. I haven't made a decision on, oh, we're gonna do this game. But, you know, we'll get to that in a bit. Let's talk about first where I've been. And I know some of you guys are here. You've seen the post in the Gilded and stuff like that. If you, but if you don't know, which could very well be the grand majority of people, as I was saying, I stopped streaming a year ago tomorrow. And the reason for that was because my office flooded. I was really psyched to get started because I've been playing through all the Zelda games. The very first game I ever streamed was A Link to the Past. So I'm actually considering going back to that and doing A Link to the Past again. Because I want to do A Link to the Past again. I've been wanting to do Iron Fury again, because that one's got an update. Anyway, yeah. So I've been playing through all the Zelda games, and I was just started Minish Cap, and when I think it was the first stream. When I finished the first stream, I... Hey! Max Horn Music, hello. Paul, my guy, how you doing? Yeah, so I just done the first stream. Wait, hang on, did you just subscribe? Dude! Literally just started, he's already throwing money at me. I don't know what you're talking about. Nah, I don't know what you're talking about either. Oh my goodness, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Nobody saw it. I saw it. No one else did, but I saw it. I'll take a screenshot if you're not careful. Yeah, so... yeah, I'll carry on. Yeah, we finished the first stream of Minish Cap, and I was thinking to myself, oh, you know what? This is gonna be great. Minish Cap, I hadn't played it before. Oh, I'd started playing it, but I hadn't gotten very far. And I was like, hey, this game's actually pretty cool. I got a bit stuck, but whatever. And I said, don't worry, I'll be back for one more stream. Then, oh yeah, a lot of heartache from getting the Wii U to be. That was fun. But yeah, I said, this was lots of fun. I'll be back soon. And then it's gonna be time off because of my birthday. And, I never came back. I never came back because a pipe in my wall burst. And it, filled, we'll say it covered at least 1/3 of the office. The carpet was soaked. I was concerned about whether or not the water was actually going to get up as far as my shelves, because last year, oh no, sorry, in 2020, we got all new shelves for the office to put all the games and stuff on. And this, the soak in the carpet was just gradually moving out towards the shelves, and I was concerned that they were gonna get destroyed. So we didn't have the time to talk about streaming. I didn't have the chance to make a video or anything. We were supposed to have been going away for my birthday, but that got cancelled at the last second. So on my birthday weekend, I lost streaming. I lost everything that I was setting up for content creation. Basically lost my office for 6 months. And I basically lost out on my birthday. That was pretty bad. That was a really low moment. As you could probably imagine. But here I am. I'm still alive. And we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep doing stuff. We're gonna keep streaming. And I'm gonna go from strength to strength. I'm not suggesting that I'm gonna be the next PewDiePie or anything like that, but I'm gonna get good. You know, that's what gamers say, isn't it? When you meet an obstacle, when it starts getting difficult, that means you go in the right direction. I'll clip it used out of context, yeah. Okay, so you clip it and edit it. It's like, I'm gonna be better than PewDiePie. He said it! He said it! Get him! Oh dear. Yeah. Watch this guy. What? Don't trust him. yeah, so that's basically why I stopped streaming last year. Was because the office had basically gotten wiped out. Wait, hang on. Kiko's saying this was then compounded by the fact that we had to be careful with the power. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, and natural disasters and everything that happened last year as well. But one of the issues we've kind of got in the apartment is that our power is a bit weird. It took me 3 PC power supplies to realize that our power was a bit weird. So with the water coming in, we actually didn't know where it was coming from, what it was affecting, so I couldn't risk turning my PC on. That was a big deal. Pretty much everything I did, all the notifications and everything that I sent out directly after the flood, was all done via my phone, and my phone had just done an update as well, so a lot of stuff wasn't actually signed in, and I had difficulty getting into some of my accounts. It's like literally everything happened all at once on the same weekend. So the plan was always to come back to streaming. And originally I thought once the office is cleaned, once it's cleared, I'll come back. It'll be like it wasn't a thing. But in reality, what happened was our real estate took until... So the flood happened at around midnight on the 26th. It took the real estate until February the 17th to actually get everything sorted. Actually, no, that wasn't even it. That wasn't even the last time. It was... The flooding itself was fixed in January, but I didn't have access to the office because there was still a hole in the wall where they were looking for the flood. And there was all dust and crap from inside the wall coming out. And the carpet was still damp. So I had to wait until they cleaned the carpet, and the carpet cleaner didn't actually come out till March. So flood in November doesn't get cleaned up until March. Yeah, I wasn't too happy about that. And happy floodiversary indeed. Yeah, so I was annoyed, and I made it my mission at that point to try to move. Because we wanted to move anyway. We do need a slightly bigger place. Excuse me, my throat's a bit dry. We do need a slightly bigger place, and yeah. So the idea was that I was now going to put all of my efforts into moving. So I was out every single day looking for houses, trying to get the move going. And I didn't want to start streaming again until we'd moved. Because the last thing I wanted was to start streaming and then have to stop because I'm moving. And then, start streaming again and stop and start. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want that to be the cycle of stopping and starting. So I decided I'd wait until we've actually moved. And then we didn't move. Which sucked. Really sucked. In April, the end of April, we were forced, look, either you sign the lease and you continue living where you're living, or in May you get kicked out. and in the end, we had to sign the lease. And I was destroyed at that point. I mean, it had just been a series of events. I don't want this to turn into Annie's pitting. Oh my goodness, I can't speak. I don't want to turn this into an A's pity party, but yeah, after everything that happened in November, December wasn't much better. Use your words. I'm trying. But things just went from worse to worse, and oh yeah, you got done with the COVID, Kiko. Yeah, that's right. And I did too, but I was over it in like a day. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I should have said non-specified illness of unknown origin. I'll be done for medical misinformation for saying that I got over it in a day. But no, we both hit COVID as well. That was a big deal. That was the beginning of this year. So everything just kind of just built up and built up and built up and built up, and it was awful. It was really bad. And I think it was June or August I finally decided that no, I am going to come back to streaming. It has to happen. I have to do something because I'm just sitting around the house getting more and more depressed. Sitting in the apartment that I really didn't want to be in. Struggling to keep things going. And yeah, it really sucked. You know? And an Iron stream? Yeah. To my Vital Vision bypass. They do not deceive you, sir. They do not deceive you. Look. Look. It is me. It is me. IRL stream went never. That's not gonna happen. If you want to see my beautiful face, then you just have to go to, like, Twitter or whatever, because there's sometimes pictures about me. I know, right? It is about time. But this isn't gonna be... this isn't my comeback stream. I want... well, it is, but it's not my... I'm not gonna be playing any games today. It's just a chatting stream. I've told my story about where I've been for the past year. I'd like to talk about where I'm going in the future, and I want to know what's been up with you guys, because I know there's a lot of people out there that, you guys are all regulars here on my streams, and it wasn't just about the streaming. I completely disconnected. There was a good period of time, like good 2-3 months, where I was gone. I would tweet maybe every once in a while, but I wasn't interested. I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't want company. I didn't want to play games. I didn't want to do anything. I got into the point where I was lying on the couch, right? I was lying on the couch watching YouTube thinking, this is way too tough for me. And that's when I realized, it's like, oh my goodness, I've got a problem. You know, have you ever reached those moments? Have you ever been there? I know for a lot of people that, I'm not trying to say this as though it's a unique experience for myself. Like, a lot of people have been there. A lot of people have been in those really dark places. But that's the moment where it's, you either let yourself fall, or you get that second wind, and you climb out. And for me, that was a second wind moment, because I realized how how ridiculous it was that I was watching YouTube and thinking life was too hard. But sometimes it gets us like that, you know, depression gets you like that. And I knew I needed to do something about it, and without any, you know, not joking, without any exaggeration whatsoever, I know what kept me going previously was streaming. I knew it was streaming because it gave me something to do. It wasn't just me sitting down playing video games, it was me sitting down playing video games, chatting with you guys, getting to know you guys, and I felt like I was being productive. And that was a good feeling. It got me right, you know, right in the chest, right in the gooey works. And it made me realize that that time away from streaming made me realize that I needed to get back to streaming. Because I really, really do love doing this. I love chatting with everyone. And it's just a good time, you know? Sorry. Ryman. Kind of sort of made more progress on the world building project. Oh, yeah. I remember we were talking about that one. Started to lose taste for streaming for a while. Started a maths course with Open University. Nice. Started hating people. Yeah, understandable. Started hating everything. Started hating life. Again. Yeah. No. I know what you mean. That's where I've been at. I see Max Horn has also said, tired, bored, and slightly angry. Is that like angry as in angry, or angry as in you're hankering for a sandwich? I don't know, it could have been hungry at some point, I don't know. Oh, I could go for a sandwich. I've been so busy trying to get this stream going, right, that I haven't even eaten today. Everything died yesterday. Just everything went wrong. Anything that could go wrong went wrong yesterday. Or potentially went wrong 2 weeks ago and only, you know, appeared yesterday. Getting more art. Living at grandparents' place. Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's great for both of you. Because, you know, you got a family member there. And your granddad probably, you know, could do with a hand around the place. So that's cool. I mean, I'm assuming, you know. Yeah, cause, you see this scaffolding behind me here? This was drawn today. Like, it wasn't even, this wasn't prepared. I had an idea, because I realized this stream was going to be really scuff if it was literally just me talking. So I figured, I need some props. And last night I said, can we get some scaffolding? Can we get some scaffolding and maybe a TV? Oh, actually, I think the TV... Yeah, TV was like last thing last night, and then today, Kiko put together this this lovely step scaffolding and TV for me. TV was today too, yeah. But yeah. So this is the studio space in which future streams will be. Currently, it's it's not very filled in, shall we say? It's more of a work in progress. Do you know what I need to do? I always do this because I always forget to do it. I need to hide the number of viewers. because the number of viewers on Twitch fluctuates wildly. Sometimes there's like 6 people, or sometimes there's 10 people, and then sometimes it's 2. And when I see it goes down to 2, I start panicking. It's like, oh no, I'm on my own. Because I'm probably one of them, and Kiko's probably one of them. Oh dear. Alright, I need to close this window a second. I'm just gonna move some stuff around quickly. Just so I've got a better view on my... oh no! I spoiled it. There we go. There we go. There we go. I couldn't see the chat very well. It was like far away from me, so I figured might be better just to move stuff so I can see the chat easier. TV was easy. I sweat and bled to make the scaffold. The stack, it looks good though. It looks really good. It's what I was hoping for at very least, and you know it works. It looks good. I want to hide it so I can stream without losing momentum and worrying about how many people watch me. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't know if I can do it in Twitch itself, but I can in Streamlabs, so I just press the button to turn off the viewers. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I've said all the stuff about where I've been and all that jazz. I guess probably the most important thing to talk about right now is like where I see myself going. And for the most part, it's going to be I'm going to get back into streaming more regularly in the future. Like, at the moment, it's not really possible. There's a lot of things I want to sort out, a lot of things I want to work out where I'm going, what I want to do. And a lot of that, I've already got some ideas, but then there's a lot of things which I'm just running around in circles in my head. You know, stuff like that. So, right now, I can't really say with any absolute certainty that I know exactly what's happening or where I'm going. But I've got some ideas, and I think that's important. To sort of quote Dogma, ideas can change. And I think that's where I need to be. I need to be in a place where I've got some ideas, and those ideas can change. But the direction I want to go is I want to get back to streaming. I want to stream minimum 3 times a week. So I'd be back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm probably going to be aiming for like either 2 3-hour streams again or a big 5-hour stream. I haven't really fully decided on that. I like the idea of doing 2 3-hour streams because it means I can do 2 different games. And if I want to do one game which is for myself and then like a multiplayer game or something, that would be pretty cool. I could have 3 hours set aside. Oh, tonight we're going to be playing Monster Hunter, or tonight we're going to play Mario Kart, or tonight we're going to play Mario Party, or whatever it is that we're playing. We can set aside 3 hours and go, that's for us, that's for community. And then I've got another 3 hours earlier in the day that I can play wherever I want to play. So I like this idea of doing the 3-hour thing. It also gives me a break in between where I can go away and get food. So there's that. What I want to do is retro stuff. I want to get back into doing the things that I love, the games that I love. Link to the Past. I want to play the Mana games. I want to play Final Fantasy. you may notice a theme. There's a big focus on RPGs and stuff and adventure games. That's where my love really lies, is with those kinds of games. And I'm still going to be playing stuff like, I want to play the Xenoblade games, I want to play Bayonetta. I want to replay Breath of the Wild before Tears of the Kingdom comes out. So that's something that's going to happen at some point. But I think my major focus is going to be retro. I'm going to play the newer games as well, but I want a major focus on retro. Hang on a minute. I need to open my G Fuel. Cat Quest? Absolutely. Oh, you've still got points. Oh, you sneaky. Ah. Kiko. Oh, bloody hell. This G Fuel is amazing. Okay, so I'm not sponsored, but G Fuel, if you're listening. So I picked up a G Fuel and it was Sub-Zero flavor. It's like, literally, it's Mortal Kombat branded and everything. It's called Ice Shatter. Oh my goodness, it tastes really good. I don't think so, I'm drinking one. Need something to keep me alive. I know there's a new one, like, gamer supplements, or gamer sups, G-sups, or whatever they call themselves. I know they're kind of big right now. So, I don't know. I've just got a can of G Fuel. I got a can of Ice Shatter. Really nice. That's really nice. Juiced is good. Local Brisbane brand. Oh, really? Do they do international? Because that's not that I'm concerned about marketing or anything. It's just I'm just thinking if it's a local brand that does international, then it'd be really cool to get a local. Excuse me, to get a local out there so that people in like the US and everything. So that might be cool. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's kind of games. They sponsor a whole bunch of people. Nice. Okay, well I might look into that. I'm not gonna get sponsored anytime soon. Some good friends too. Okay. But yeah, I'm not expecting to get sponsored anytime soon. I've got a long climb yet before I'm back up to where I need to be. But I'm gonna keep climbing. I'm gonna keep pushing. Yeah, so I was saying that I want to get back into playing games. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be before Christmas. I'm just putting that out there. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, starting next week we're back to streaming. That's not going to happen. What I am thinking though is that up until that point, I'll probably do these like chatting streams and I don't know, just keep people up to date on where I am at and what I'm doing, the ideas that I've got, the plans that I'm making, and stuff like that. Because I want to keep everyone up to speed. I want to keep everyone in the loop. And I've been away for, like I said, I keep saying, I've been away for nearly an entire year at this point. I need to ease myself into it, and I need to basically see where I'm at. I need to know what I can handle. So I'm going to start slowly. I'm I'm gonna ease into it, but my aim is to get to 3 streams a week after Christmas. And maybe then in the future going back up to doing daily. Because I was nearly at daily. I was doing 4 days at one point. And then everything happened. So, yeah. So there's that. I kind of, okay. I kind of have to shill my, my community. Because we don't use Discord anymore. And I know that pretty much... I think everyone that's actually here in the chat right now is already there. But, my community is all over on Gilded. In my opinion, it's a much better platform. It's not as populated as Gilded. There's a lot of, you know, it's a much quieter place. Discord, like, everyone's got a Discord. My mother has a Discord, right? Gilded is a bit quieter, but I want to encourage people to come and check out Gilded. There's a link in the About section underneath on my page, on my Twitch page, if you haven't been there already. And yeah, if you just click that, it'll go through. The things that I really like about Gilded, yeah, it does. It just has better features. That's what I was just about to say there. Is that there's a huge feature set that I feel is missing in Discord. For example, one of the biggest ones, one of the ones that's really important, especially when, you know, you're a public figure, you're putting links out there. What I feel is really important is the fact that there is a built-in application system. Like, it's not some bot that I have to bring into Discord. It's not a series of channels that I have to set up to make it so that people can only see one channel. No, it's just a part of the system. But every time you click the link, it goes through to the applications, and we get to choose if you come in or not. And for the most part, we're letting pretty much everyone in, unless it's someone we recognize. And then, you know, if it's someone who we know is a bad actor, we can just tell them to bugger off. If we ever get raided, we can just not let people in. How shockingly simple is this? And yet Discord still haven't done it. Gilded doesn't charge you money for features that should be basic features. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's the other thing, is like all of the stuff on Nitro. I was paying for Nitro and I still didn't have all the features that I wanted on my server. Because the way Nitro works is, of course, you pay your Nitro, you get your little points, and you distribute your points to whatever community that you're a part of that you want to support. I like that, don't get me wrong. That's a really cool way of doing it. It spreads out the cost and everything. But the problem was, the individual cost was so damn high that you should have had all those features. I was paying for Nitro. I feel like the amount of money I paid wasn't worth the features that I was getting. But most of those features, I'm not going to say all of them, most of those features are just standard on Gilded. Not to mention, we've got forums. It's not, I know Discord has forums now. I think they call them discussion rooms or something like that. So, Gilded's got chat rooms, forums, galleries. Galleries are fun. It's like a, it's almost like a shared Instagram channel, which is really cool. And I've been enjoying seeing people putting up photos and putting up screenshots and stuff like that. It's really cool. And I like doing it myself. Ritterwolf, hello. Welcome. How you doing, man? You like being able to post videos to Gilded? Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. Is that with the galleries as well, it's not just about posting photographs. You can post clips and things. So we've got a section. We've got a gaming section. Hello. Hello. Necro MVT is currently raiding with a party of 4. Hello, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, thank you for that shout out. That's brilliant. Drink my water. I don't actually have water, but I do have G Fuel, so. I'll do that in the slurpiest way possible without choking myself. Wait, hang on. You have rebranded. I didn't realize who you were. Yeah. I was just like, oh, welcome, thank you. Really appreciate that, new person. Welcome, how you doing? You live, so do I, apparently. Oh no, that's really great. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, we do. We definitely need to get in there. We need to play Mario Kart 8 again. We need to be playing Monster Hunter. I am so behind on Monster Hunter. Right? It's not even worth talking about. You know, Sunbreak is out. I think we only recently, in the past, I think it was the beginning of this month, we only just finished the story for Sunbreak. So that's a thing that needs to be dealt with. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for bringing people as well, because I just want to clarify for everyone, this is my coming back stream. Sort of. It's the work in progress stream. Please consider giving me a follow, because it's not always gonna look like this. It's gonna get better. I promise. It can only get better. Calls and I don't call me. Not while I'm streaming. Good grief. I'll call you next time. Yeah, it can only get better. What I was saying is, like, if you just look at me, I'm like, I'm not even finished yet. See? Yeah, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's good to have people around. I've missed this. You know, I've missed this a lot. And it's about time. I think that's basically the general gist of everything that's been surrounding this stream, is that it's about damn time. You know, that's why I was pushing with the show must go on, and you know, because it needs to happen, because if it doesn't, I'm just going to be wallowing in self-pity for the rest of my life. And I wasn't going to let it go an entire year, so I got in the day before. But yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for bringing your viewers as well. That's really cool. Does anyone remember what I was talking about? I know Ritwolf just turned up, and I was saying something. I was saying some fuss about stuff, and thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I still got a fair way to climb. I haven't derailed? Really? Really? Gilded Discord. Yes, you're right. Yeah. Okay, so... yeah, so... getting back to that. I think Gilded is better than Discord. I am now only on Gilded. You need Discord. I don't have Discord anymore. Oh well, I do, but it doesn't work. It's literally just a link to Gilded. And I really do recommend it. I recommend Gilded to anyone who hasn't used it before. Because like I was saying, it's got chat rooms, it's got forums, it's got galleries, which are really cool. In the galleries, you can post screenshots, you can post clips. So if you're a gamer, you can get your, if you're playing on Switch and you hit the little button, get you 30 seconds, you can put that straight up onto Gilded. Oh, excuse me, I got hiccups. You can put that straight up onto Gilded into the gallery. There's sub-servers. Sub-servers. Right? Like on Discord, where you got the far left of the screen is all the servers that you're in. Yeah, well, on Gilded, it's not other servers. It's sub-servers within your server. So you can set up gaming groups. I had so much trouble in Discord because it just got so long with all the gaming groups that we had. So now I've, sequestered them off to the side. So we've got gaming groups for Animal Crossing, we've got one for Azure Lane, we've got one for Elite Dangerous, Mario Kart, Monster Hunter, Minecraft, Splatoon, and Stardew Valley. And maybe we'll do something for Pokemon. I don't really know. I've been playing Violet, and that's something to talk about. We'll talk about that later. Someone put a pin in that for me. We'll talk about Pokemon later. I was saying that the application system, the security system in Gilded is so good. But best way to know is for you to come and oh no, you popped it. You popped Pokemon. What have you done? No. Oh, Pokemon's dead. He killed it. Get him. But yeah, I highly recommend checking it out for yourself. If you don't want to jump in and, start your own, obviously. Who does? Me, I suppose. Just hit my link. I'm a lurky DoorDash king. Well, enjoy your food, dude. But yeah, there's a link on my Twitch underneath the in the about section. There's a Gilded link. Just hit that up. Come and join us. Hang out for a bit. See if you like it. As soon as I started using Gilded, I decided that was it. It was. I knew this is where I want it mostly because of the forums for organizing discussion and stuff. Oh, and the what's it called? There's a channel as well for organizing play. Game availability channels. So you can actually set up your availability on a little calendar. What are you doing? Damn it, Rayman. But yeah, do check it out. Come and say hi. I didn't want to turn this into just a shill stream for Gilded, but it's I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. I've enjoyed it. I really like Gilded. Read up there. Max did a thing. Be proud of him. Oh no, I did see that. He's got a Samsung now. What? Mr. iPhone. Joining in with the rest of us androids. Oh. No more fruit phones. Need to go have a shower. Do you know what? I need to have a shower as well, but... But you don't see me complaining. still have to use the iPad for gigs. Yeah, no, that's fair. No, look, I know I joke about Apple a lot, but there's a lot of stuff that they are actually really good for. Not gaming, but if you're doing media, if you're doing music, if you're doing editing, get yourself an Apple. It's not, it's not rocket science. They are just better for that. Yeah, I think iTunes was the sneaky thing. That was the stealth drop. They put iTunes on everything, and then they made it so that you had to have an Apple account later on. So you basically had to have an Apple product. Yeah, fruit devices are amazing. I mean, not used to be, they still are. Like, pretty much everything, because I've been watching a lot of videos recently about getting streams right, getting the, basically getting editing, just so I know what I'm doing. And everyone has said the same thing. If you're looking to buy a new PC specifically for editing and stuff like that, get an Apple. That's just the way it is. It's just a better system for that. And some of the software they've got, some of the free software, or build one yourself. Yeah, you can. Yeah, definitely, you can. You can still do. Oh, I mean, if you can afford it. Oh, the price of PCs are bonkers. It's come down, but it's still not come down all the way, and I don't think it will now. I was saying a few months ago that I felt like the price of PCs they were on their way down, and I was talking to someone at a tech shop at a local mall, and they were saying, "Oh, the prices have come down. It's a good time to buy now." And I said, "No, no, no. Give it a little bit longer. Give it another month. Give it another couple of weeks. Sorry, give it another, couple of weeks, month, 6 weeks. Prices will come down." And they came down even further. And I was expecting them to, like, really drop. But they didn't. And I was a bit disappointed with that. Not that I can afford a new PC right now anyway, but yeah, I was really expecting that graphics cards would become more affordable. I know in the US they're a lot more affordable than they are here. But yeah, they came down in price, they just didn't come down as much as I was expecting. Max says, "I'm looking to build a second one, moving both PCs into a rack unit." I saw a wonderful PC case, and it was specifically designed for putting two PCs into one case. It was beautifully designed. Lots of airflow, enough room to put the two CPUs so that they were offset to each other, so that you didn't have like two CPUs in the same place because they're like in the center of your motherboard or something. They were offset to each other. There was air draft going behind the board, as well as obviously your coolers on the top and everything. It was a beautiful piece. I think Jay's 2 Cents on YouTube did a video on it, so I could look through that and send you a link later on. But yeah, it doesn't. It was a beautiful case. Works with all the standard cooling stuff as well. So if you're interested in making two, that might be a good option, because I want to do two in the future. When I can afford it, if I can make enough money from streaming to be able to actually afford to buy a new PC at some point, my aim would be to have a dual system so I could play games on one and stream from the other. You need a rack? Oh! Oh, I see. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I thought you were talking about just for like streaming and gaming and stuff. Yeah, no, that makes sense. A rack mount is really good as well. If you can find the right one, that's gonna be pretty cool. I've seen some, I saw someone doing a rack mount recently. I don't recall who it was. But someone did a rack mounted PC recently on YouTube. And it was pretty good. Because it wasn't encased, it didn't have particularly good cooling. But they had, I think they had like a dozen hard drives in it. And they were all like backup hard drives for the main hard drive. It was bonkers, it was over the top, but it was cool, right? It's just like seeing all these hard drives, all these mechanical hard drives whirring to life as soon as it ticks over, and it's like backup time, and it just backs up everything onto all these different hard drives. That was really cool. But let's talk about video games. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been able to sit down with a captive audience and talk about video games. Who's playing Pokemon right now? You want to? Hey, Ventus. No, it's cool. It's cool to lurk. I don't mind if people are lurking. I've always said that. I'm just glad that you're here. Yeah, so I wasn't going to get Pokemon. It'd been, how do I put this? When I first saw Scarlet and Violet, I was like, yes, this is the direction I want Pokemon to go in. But every time they released a new trailer, I was like, oh, this is getting worse. This isn't getting better. What's happening? So, I eventually came to the conclusion of, it's too inconsistent, I can't tell if it's going to be any good. I'm just going to wait until the game comes out and see what it's like, you know, watch some streamers. And in my opinion, forget about reviewers, forget about review websites, Polygon, Kotaku, does Rock Paper Shotgun even exist anymore? But whatever. Forget about all those, ignore that, ignore the reviews, go to a stream and see if someone's enjoying themselves. That's how you tell if it's a good game. In my opinion. The actual hands-on experience of the players is probably more important than someone sitting in an office going, well, yeah, I like this bit and I didn't like that bit and you shouldn't either. You know? There's a lot of people out there that talk about, you know, advocacy, consumer rights advocacy. And I don't know about you, but in my opinion, consumer rights is about putting the choice and the options and the informed decision making in the hands of the consumer. It's up to every single one of us. It's up to us as gamers to make those decisions for ourselves. So when I see people that claim to be consumer advocates or speaking on behalf of gamers, and they turn around and they say, hey everyone, don't buy this game, and if you do, you're a bad person, I hate that. I really hate that. I'll consume your advocate. Yeah, I've seen it done. I've seen it done. Don't think he's lying. He's not messing around. Slightly disagree. The words right out of the mouth of one streamer today was, "I want to play it before they fix it." I mean, no, but that's actually... See, that's the point. That's actually what I'm getting at. Is that a game doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to run at 4K, 120 frames per second for a game to be fun. Right? I still got Atari games I play. Right? Most of them are not 4K. Actually, none of them are 4K, alright? Some of them I'm surprised they're 4. But... Oh, hey, Zetos. Zeteos? Is it like Zeta? Oh, Zeta OS. Zetos. Gotcha. Yeah, exactly. Some of the best games out there do run poorly. And I'm not saying this to defend Pokemon. Because, you know what? I'm gonna say don't buy it. That's not me advocating for piracy. I'm just saying don't buy it yet. It's not great. I'll be honest. It's a bit rough around the edges, and it really needs to be sorted out. But I hope that it will be. My point being, ultimately, is have fun. Games are designed to have fun. That's the point. If you're not having fun, then why are you doing it? Obviously, there's a skill element. You know, people like Monster Hunter, people like Dark Souls, people like Castlevania, and that's fun for them. I'd be fine with half a generation of competent indie games and AAA games taking a seat on the reserves timeout bench for half a generation. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would like for Pokemon Company, and I would like for Game Freak to take a step back, reevaluate where they are, and come back with something big. Honestly, actually, do you know, this is harsh, and I realize this, but I've been talking about this on Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter @AnIronPlays. Same as my Twitch. I've been talking about this on Twitter, and some people agree, some people don't. I didn't want Pokemon 2077 when I saw Scarlet and Violet. I was hoping for Pokemon of the Wild. And Breath of the Wild didn't run perfectly either. But it was good. I mean, it had its ups and downs, but it was the first attempt at an properly open world Zelda game, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite Zelda, but I enjoyed it. I wanted Pokemon to be the same thing. I was hoping that it would end up being Breath of the Wild with Pokemon. But it wasn't. It's not great. And I think... Disagree with me if you wish, and by all means we can have a chat about it, because I love to chat about this. I think it's time that Nintendo and Pokemon Company took Pokemon away from Game Freak. I know a lot of... This isn't like a hot take or anything, because a lot of people have been saying the same thing. I think that it's time that Pokemon was given to a bunch of other groups. Specifically, I want to see a Pokemon game made by Monolith. I want those absolute chads and badasses that made Xenoblade Chronicles run as smoothly as it does. Okay, it's got some issues. Not saying any different. It does have some issues. But I want the chads that made that happen working on Pokemon. get some of the guys from Panic Button. Panic Button? I always get these two confused. Is it Panic Button or Big Red Button? The guys that did Doom. Because, holy crap, that game runs so well on the Switch. Going back to Rayman, it's clear that AAAs need to stop being released for a while, really tie loose ends, make repairs, gather... absolutely, yes. And let indie devs take the reins for the industry for a while. Absolutely. 100% agree. I don't know about 5 to 6 years. I would say 2 to 3. Because you gotta take in consideration that while the AAA industry is very dominant, it also pushes a lot of the development of technology. Because when people want to have the highest fidelity games, and okay, that's kind of my whole point, is it's not necessary to have a fun game, but it's your Call of Duties and stuff like that really push that technology. So I think 2 to 3 years is probably good. We probably don't need yearly COD games. We probably don't need yearly Battlefields. We probably don't need yearly Assassin's Creeds. And thankfully, Ubisoft have stopped doing that. They've learned their lesson. We don't need yearly or even bi-yearly Pokemon games. If you've got a solid competitive environment that people actually want to come back to, like with Pokemon, you can have a Pokemon game that lasts for 3 years without needing a new game. Hang on. I don't think Pokemon needs to be taken away from Game Freak, but let other people also make... Let Game Freak take 3 to 4 years to make a game. Yes, okay. The reason that I disagree with this is because Game Freak very much are run like a... It's like they're the good old boys. I don't think they've had an influx of new talent under the age of 30 for the past 20 years. They're the good old boys of development, right? They have an idea, they want to go with it, and they will go kicking and screaming into the night before they will do a next-gen game. And that was always the case. You know, every time, Pokemon, the Game Boy Color came out, they made Pokemon for the Game Boy. Who dey? Oh, hey, how's it all? Welcome. Game Freak. When Nintendo released the Game Boy Color, Game Freak made Pokemon for the Game Boy. When the DS was on the horizon, they released a game for the Game Boy Advance. Like, they knew it was coming. When the 3DS was on the horizon, they made games for the DS. I mean, Black and White, is it Black and White? I'm just looking at my shelf now. I just want to be absolutely sure because I don't want to say things that are wrong. Yeah, Black and White. They released on DS a couple of years into the lifespan of the 3DS. A few years, in fact, I think. They never want to go for the newest thing. They are good, though, at doing the 2D games. Game Freak, I liked Game Freak when they were doing Pokemon, Red and Blue, Gold and Silver. Admittedly, I did skip Ruby Sapphire. That was just during a phase where I kind of dropped out of Pokemon. I came back for Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. And I think those are my favorite games that they have released. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver are probably the best games, in my opinion, are the best games that Game Freak have released. It was all... I like Black and White in retrospect. I didn't like it at the time. But as soon as they made the jump to 3D, it was kind of downhill. Because Game Freak are a studio who are good at ideas. They're not the best programmers. But the higher the requirement, the higher the fidelity necessary for making like a Switch game, or for making 3D games in general, you need to be better, and they just aren't. I don't want to see Pokemon taken away from Game Freak. I don't want that to happen. But if there was some way that you could, like Kiko said, wake them up, give them a good shake, you know? I think it would be, Game Freak, we're taking away Pokemon from you for next year. We're going to give it to Monolith. Oh, we're going to give it to... who else? Atlas. Oh my goodness, can you imagine Atlas doing... Can you imagine Atlas doing a Pokemon? That'd be hilarious. So we're gonna give Pokemon to another company. Okay? You guys sort yourselves out. That is the sort of wake-up call I think they need to get back on the bandwagon, to get back into working on improving themselves, because they've got good ideas. Game Freak have always had good ideas. Unfortunately, they just haven't kept up with the necessary improvements to their development skills that is necessary for more modern games. They're trying, but everything they've released has felt like a draft. And it's like, this isn't the release version, guys. The release version is the next version. This is a beta. And I don't mean that in like a spiteful way or a harsh way. I'm not doing it because I'm trying to insult people. It's just the reality, unfortunately. I really feel like they need to sort themselves out. I'm sorry, I missed a lot of people talking during my diatribe there. Redeemer Hydrate, thank you, Max. Yeah, I actually needed that. Sorry about ranting like that, but yeah. But thank you, Zeta. Yeah, thank you for joining in. You're right, maybe I did overstate it. I think I did overstate it. I don't think it should be taken away from them as like a punishment. I think it's time that... I think it's time that they realize they can't coast on it. And I think that may be what they're doing. Is that like at the moment they're kind of doing bare minimum. I'd be quite happy if companies did what Rockstar did with RDR2. What did Rockstar do with RDR2? We'll come back to that. I apply all of AAA, however, whether 3 or 4 years more, it's clear to me that AAA needs to make a stop for a while and sort things. Yeah, they do. And actually, I would say slow down. Definitely slow down. Come up with more unique experiences. Experiment more. Do a little bit more. You slow down. The problem is that the AAA industry has definitely become stagnant. You're going the speed limit? Yeah, okay. Since when? The AAA industry has become stagnant, which is unfortunate. Because I may not care so much about graphical fidelity, but I would like to see these ridiculously good looking games and feel as good as they look. And I don't think they necessarily do that. There's some minor improvements here and there, but I don't feel like they necessarily are doing that. So yeah, I would say 2-3 years. Slow your roll, figure yourself out, come up with some new ideas. But the problem is, and this is the reality, not just in gaming, but in like movies and television, they're not interested in experimenting. Excuse my voice is being weird. Hang on a minute. Okay. They're not looking to experiment because that costs money. And there's no guarantee that at the end of it, you're going to get something that you like. The last thing that a company, like, let's say EA or Activision with their CODs and their Battlefields, the last thing they want to do is pump all those millions of dollars that it takes to make a game like that. And in the end, it doesn't sell. So they play it safe. It's the same thing with Hollywood. Hollywood keeps making superhero movies, and there's a bit of superhero burnout right now, and we're starting to see some more artsy movies coming out, which I think is really good. But Hollywood does the same because they don't want to risk the sheer amount of money it costs to make a movie or a game or a TV series into something that no one likes, unless you're Amazon. But the less said about that, the better. So yeah, I do think slowing down is definitely a thing. They need to be allowed to experiment. And I feel like that's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen the way the industry is right now. So yeah, slowing down, stopping for 3 to 4 years, yeah, definitely, I agree. Kiko responded to Zeta, I would argue that thinking that Sword and Shield shouldn't have happened. Yeah. Yeah, I would... I'm not going to say the Sword and Shield shouldn't have happened. What I will say is Sword and Shield should have been what we got from Scarlet and Violet. It didn't even necessarily have to be open world, but if Scarlet and Violet was what we got instead of Sword and Shield, or, you know, Sword and Shield was done to the quality, inverted commas, of Scarlet and Violet, that would have made sense. Then the next game, when Scarlet and Violet actually did drop, it would be a much better game. But it feels like Sword and Shield was the alpha, Scarlet and Violet was the beta, and we have yet to see the actual finished game. That's just my opinion. That's the way I see it, is that they need more time. Do you see how quickly they revealed Scarlet and Violet? It's like, oh yeah, and by the way, Scarlet and Violet. Excuse me, what? You just released Arceus. What are you doing? Zeta then says, feel like the issue with AAA is ultimately they spend a lot of money on their games and have to make all of it back. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, they do. And it's kind of a self-defeating system, because games like COD move the industry forward. They create the new technology. And because they're creating new technology, it costs more. And because it costs more, they need to sell more. So they can't experiment. They can't do things, they can't take risks. So while those games push things forward in some respects, they are also limiting themselves in others. This is why people are talking about the quadruple A industry. Because when you've got games that are coming out like... I keep using COD as the example, but really it's probably the best example. Where you're running 4K, 120 FPS, on PC at very least. Full RTX. These near realistic fidelity looking games. You know, it costs a lot of money, and it looks amazing, and boy, do they need to sell a lot. So that kind of thing, that kind of pushes them beyond AAA in the eyes of a lot of people, and it takes them to a place of quadruple A. I mean, that's basically how it's always been, is that you had your A rank games. Back in the day, it was like Mario World. It was just trying to think what were considered A rank games back in the day. Super Mario World, Super Mario All Stars. They're probably A rank. Mario 64. By the time you got the N64 and you got the PlayStation, you got these really high quality games coming out, especially later in those systems' lifespan, where you'd start to see the AA games. And it was, I think, the end of the next generation, when you got the GameCube and everything. That's where you start to see the AAAs appear. So it's taken a while, really, for AAA to get to a point where now we're looking at the advent of the quadruple A games. But maybe that's something that like what you're saying there, Rai, is that maybe it's not necessarily that AAA needs to slow down. It's that they just don't need to go into that quadruple A territory just yet. Like, I feel like that's where the push is. Like, everyone's just pushing, trying to get to that quadruple A standard. Or at very least a lot of these big franchises are. So maybe just like slow down, pull back, stick within AAA. It's nice. It's nice here. It's comfy. I can play it on my PC. I don't have to buy a new one yet. Ah, dear. So I was saying, Pokemon. Pokemon. Right now, I would, my personal opinion is, don't necessarily rush out to get it. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be on the shelves for years to come. You know, you can still buy Sword and Shield. There's some places around here you can still buy Black and White. It's not going anywhere from shops if you want to get a physical version. If you're not interested, or if you don't care about physical stuff, it's gonna be digital forever until the end of the Switch. I would definitely suggest just holding out, see what they do, but you know what? Watch someone playing it. And that's finally looping back around to where I started with all this. I watched someone playing it, and I was like, wow, that looks awful. Look at the frame rate. Look at the graphics. They look so bad. But they're having fun. That's basically what it came down to. I was like, oh wow. It doesn't look great, but they're enjoying themselves. And I wanted to enjoy myself. So the very same day, we went out and we bought Scarlet and Violet. Because, not to be a consumer, you know, but I wanted to enjoy myself. I was having a bad day. I'd been having a bad week. I wanted to enjoy myself, and I was watching people playing Pokemon, and I was like, my goodness, I miss playing Pokemon. And it doesn't look great. It's choppy as hell, and the slowdown on the glitches, wow. But people were enjoying themselves. So, I guess in a way, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet did exactly what it should be doing. Making people happy. That's the most important thing, in my opinion. I'm sure there are people who would disagree, but if it makes you happy, enjoy it. I'm never going to tell you that you were wrong or that you're bad for liking a game that I don't like. And you know what? I do like I say that as though I don't like Pokemon. I do. I've been enjoying it myself. Kiko played for 3 days straight almost. I played for probably 1.5, 2 of those. And it kind of got in the way of me focusing on trying to get the stream going, so you can blame Pokemon for the scuffed nature and the lack of a real background. It's Pokemon's fault, damn it. Oh dear. But yeah, if you like Pokemon, if you've watched someone playing Pokemon and you think it looks fun, go buy it. The other thing as well is that I would much rather regret doing something than regret not doing something. So I'd rather play it and be like, ah, damn, than to not play it and then go, yeah, I should have done that when it was at its peak. I should have played that game when lots of people were playing it, so I could play together. I've done that with so many games. Like, I want to go back and play Monster Hunter 3. Because I played a good amount of Monster Hunter 3. I really enjoyed the underwater mechanics. But by the time I was playing Monster Hunter 3, most people had moved on. And I regretted not playing it sooner. And I would like to go back and play it, but there's really no one to play with. So, if you think that Pokemon is going to be fun, if you think that you can enjoy it, if you think you can enjoy it not even just despite the glitches, but because of the glitches, because that's fun in and of itself, let's face it. Let's face it, it's sometimes fun to just clown on mistakes and errors and glitches. It's fun. So if you can enjoy that, yeah, do it. Don't be the person that regrets not getting it. If anything, regret that you bought it, like I do. Yes, we definitely need to be playing Monster Hunter Rise while the updates are coming out. And that's something which is definitely going to be something I'm going to be doing moving forward. When I get into streaming regularly, I'm going to be coming back with the Monster Hunter days and with Mario Kart days, or possibly the same day, I'm not sure. But we're going to be playing Monster Hunter, we're going to be playing Mario Kart, we're going to be doing it with the community over on Gilded. Link in the About section on my Twitch. If you want to join in over there, we very much would welcome everyone to come and hang out and play some games together, because we've got a decent community, we've got a decent number of people there. It's not very active because it's a smaller community, but it's good. It's we've got people that want to play games, now we just need to get the rest of the people together to play games. Okay, so I don't want to drag this stream out because obviously there's no game happening today, for obvious reasons. It's not too difficult to see, but you know, the TV's not even working to begin with. Yeah. So once I get back to doing more regular streaming, I might start streaming games as of like next week or something, but when I get back into regular gaming, I will probably be playing some Pokemon. I'm not going to start over. But if people want to hang out and want to go catch Pokemon together or want to battle each other, I'm down for that. I'm down to clown. If people want to play some Monster Hunter together, I'll be playing some Monster Hunter. If we want to play Mario Kart together while the new tracks are coming out. This new update for Mario Kart, it looks so good. For me, it's been my favorite one because it's all the tracks I love. From the beginning, I've been saying to myself, I want Maple Treeway. I wanted Maple Treeway, I wanted Rainbow Road from the 3DS, and from GameCube. Peach Gardens is another track that I really love. And then they just released this trailer, which just got all of the tracks that I wanted. And I'm like, okay, alright, so this one was made for me. Thank you very much, Nintendo, appreciate it. Checks in the mail. So yeah, we gotta play more Mario Kart. We have to. I know Sin is looking forward to it. Oh, sorry, he's not Sin anymore. He's gone and rebranded himself. Necro MVT. What's MVT? Most Valuable Terrestrial. I would play Mario Kart, but the person I let borrow my copy after they kept pestering me to lend it to them, even though I don't like lending games. Yeah, I agree, don't lend games. What? It was stolen with their Switch and all their games. Shh. Oh, are you kidding me? Because they foolishly left it back unattended. Apparently they forgot where they were for a moment. Bloody hell. Yeah. Lending games trauma is a real thing. We used to have a notepad. It got to the point where, you know, when we were lending DVDs and things, we'd write in the notepad who we lent it to, just to be absolutely bloody certain who we got it back from. I still got a number of DVDs and things which I genuinely don't know where they've gone. On the plus side, I also have a number of games which don't belong to me, so it works both ways, I guess. I've got a copy of Perfect Dark and a copy of Majora's Mask, which I know aren't mine. Only 1 or 2 out of the book didn't return? Yeah. Yeah, the book was useful. Oh, hell yeah, Perfect Dark. Yeah. I was gonna buy the game, but I borrowed it off a friend and never gave it back. I tell you what, though. Like I was saying, I want to do some retro stuff, so I'd be totally down to play Perfect Dark at some point. I'm one of them. Yes, I am indeed. To be fair, I did borrow... I'm trying to remember when I borrowed Majora's Mask. I borrowed Majora's Mask after my friend got a PS2. So it was a long time after it came out. He gave it to me, and we both completely forgot about it because we moved on. And when Kiko and I were in the UK in 2019, I said to him, "Hey, this is yours," and he said, I don't care, you keep it. Yeah, going between Perfect Dark and GoldenEye, always with the multiplayer. Always with the multiplayer, both of them. Fantastic games. Okay, so did my microphone just pop then? Just want to clarify, was there pop? There was a noise but not a pop. Okay. So the thing is that there's actually a mute button on my microphone, which I've been using for when I cough, and I notice that sometimes the microphone, the volume bar spikes. Because I haven't set up a mute button yet. Oh, I said this was going to be scuff. I told you it was going to be scuff. It's not my fault. I used to have a mute button, I just don't recall where it was. I don't remember even how I set it up. Yeah, the scuff's not a problem, it's a feature. I've got stuff set up now. Okay, so this is something new. This is something I didn't talk about. I was going to talk about this at the beginning. So, when, just before my streaming ended, when the flood happened, right? I think it was the day before, or possibly 2 days before. For my birthday, Plague Doc, he's not around right now, but he will be at some point. Plague Doc took me out, and we were talking about things that I wanted. We were just talking about streaming, and I was saying that I wanted a new mic, I wanted a new mic stand, and I wanted a stream deck. And he went and he bloody bought them. He didn't buy the stream deck, but he bought me the new Yeti, he bought me a blue arm, and I bought myself a stream deck for my birthday. And I never got to use them. Because of the flood, because of what happened with the flood, I never got to use them. It was so frustrating. It was, yeah. I was really looking forward to setting it up and everything, and then, yeah, the office was still drying out. Well, no, the office was not still drying out. The office was still getting wet at that point. But, yeah, it was for my birthday. So I didn't get to use the stream deck and everything, and only recently have I actually learned how to use it. And that's how I'm doing all these transitions, like you can see me going to, the different versions of me. This is all being done through the stream deck. There's no magic involved. It's just like, this is me, and I'm doing it by clicking buttons on stream deck. But I also need to set up buttons for like a mute and stuff like that. I just haven't yet, because I haven't gotten that far in figuring out how to use it. At the moment, my stream deck is a bunch of emotes for this. And then on my main screen, I've got an additional up, down, left, right if I need to use the keypads instead of WASD with my left hand. Why would I need that? Who knows? I found it useful for a couple of websites, and that was about it, really. When I'm reading manga, I just find it easier to use my left hand. In fact, most of the sound stuff that I've got going, I did within the about an hour before the stream started is when I started doing all of the sound stuff. So the fact that this has come out sounding as clear as it has is absolutely shocking. I genuinely thought it was going to be really bad. But apparently I sound clear, so that's good. Yeah. Yeah, the last 24 hours has been crazy. So I've been, basically hinting at this for a while now. But, so the past 24 hours, what happened was, I logged into Streamlabs, and they said, hey, your Streamlabs Prime is now Streamlabs Ultra. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. What does that mean? And I clicked on it, and it said, oh, here you go. You can now do a bunch of other things using your Streamlabs Prime account. So, having Streamlabs Prime also means that you can get into Willow, which is like Linktree, and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm still using Streamlabs. It's gotten a lot better than what it was a year ago. Sort of. Right? All you have to do is migrate over to a Streamlabs ID account. So usually you just sign in using Twitch or YouTube, whatever, or Google, whatever it is that you're doing. You usually just log into Streamlabs using that, right? But they recently did this thing where they've got a Streamlabs account now, which uses Streamlabs ID. Okay, that sounds simple enough. Just click the button, it migrates your account over to Streamlabs ID. No. It didn't work. It did not work. It said Streamlabs ID was created successfully. What happened was that I pretty much lost everything. There was a bunch of stuff which I can still use, but I had made a tips page. That disappeared. I had to speed run through making a new one of those. It took me about an hour. I used to have a URL. My website address... Hang on a minute. I need to check, see if it is actually... if it still exists. No, not .com. Oh, they fixed it! Wonderful! They have actually fixed it. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. They fixed it for me. I love it. Okay, so... my tips page used to be at dimensiontripper.live. Right? We can post that one in the... http://dimensiontripper.live, right? Why does it tell me to join Twitch today? I am what? I'm logged in, you fool. Okay. Twitch is being silly now. It won't let me post my own links. Okay, well anyway, my you can find it in the about section on my Twitch account anyway. Right? I think. I hope. Tips page. Yes, it's the old one, damn it. Okay. Alright, so anyway, as I was saying, it used to be dimensiontripper.live. But they lost my URL. How do you lose a URL? They legit lost my URL. And the page itself was gone. So everything was breaking all around me, and I had to speedrun rebuilding pretty much everything in time for today. And that was mental. But now, and this is the reason why I'm with Streamlabs still, Max, is because they offer a lot of features which you can get elsewhere, but they have a better price for it. Tips, for example. You can do tips, and there's a lot of places. Yeah, I use the Streamlabs Prime. There's a lot of places where you can do tips and things, but it can cost. So if I wanted to do like a storefront, I don't have that option right now. I used to have a storefront. I used to do merch, but I don't have that option right now. I could do it through Streamlabs though. Completely free. Oh, wait, it has a storefront? I didn't know coffee had a storefront. Oh. Huh. How about that then? Okay. Righto. I'm kind of stumped in my tracks right now. But okay, fine. Streamlabs Ultra, however, it gives you access to a bunch of other things, like Willow, which is like Linktree, but it's the premium version of Linktree. It's got a thing for doing guest streaming, which is really interesting. I think it's called Melon. I can't remember. They got a bunch of stuff. But basically this guest streaming thing allows you to have random people come into your stream. Or, you know, people that you allow, people you invite, you know. Use Pillar. There's one of those too. Why am I paying them? See, this is the reason why I went over to Gilded. I'm sure there's a very good reason that I'm paying someone for all these services which are apparently free. Yeah, I have been away for a year. That is that. I think really the biggest thing is the customer service, though. Anytime I've had any issues with Streamlabs, I've literally gotten onto an instant messenger chat, and it's been resolved within the day. Yes, there have been some pretty big screw-ups. Yesterday is a good example of that, but they fixed it. Oh, they've also got email redirection, which I really like. You can. I have a public email address right now, and no one can log into it, which is great. It's almost impossible to log into it. Because it technically doesn't exist. So my public email address, if someone wants to send me promotions and things, is available. And you can find that in my, it'll be in my, why do I need another email address? Shut up. I have a lot of email addresses for a reason. So basically the email address is, anirin@dimensiontripper.live. And that's my public email address. But the actual mailbox doesn't exist. And security is a big deal for me, so... Yeah, no, I know. I have multiple Gmail accounts too, but the whole point is that this account doesn't actually exist. there is no Anironet Dimension Tripper mailbox. It doesn't exist. It's literally just a fake piece of data that redirects. So I can put out a public what's it called? It's a there's a word for it. I can't remember what it's called, but it redirects all the mail that goes to it to another account. So I can put a forward-facing email address without actually proxy. No, it's not proxy, because proxies usually have a alias. It's an alias. It's an alias for another account. And it's all done through Streamlabs. So I've got the dimensiontripper.live website, tips page, and I've got the email address to go with it, and I've got a bunch of other stuff all through them. And I just find it easier, if I'm honest. If I'm paying for anything, it's the my brain has stopped working. Hang on, need to reboot. It's the convenience of it. It is convenient. It's very convenient. But you know what? It's not for everyone. So, you know, I'm not going to try to sell you on Streamlabs Prime. But that's the reason why I use it. And to be fair, the new stuff like Willow, I don't like Linktree. I've been using Linktree for ages, and I don't like it. But Willow is a bit easier, from what I've seen, is a bit easier to use because of the issues I had with my account yesterday. I wasn't able to log into Willow. Pillar. I don't know what Pillar is, but I've got Willow Prime for free now, so I don't think I need to worry too much. And, you know, it's not like these are actual social networks, so it's not like we need to be on the same network or anything. Pillar.io. Oh, hang on. No, I do know about that. I have heard of Pillar. Hang on. Why? I feel like I've been here before. Yes, I have. I have definitely been here before. Yes, I think I've looked at Pillar, and I went back to Linktree. Oh, looks interesting though. Maybe I looked at Pillar, like when it first started up, because there seems to be more stuff going on right now than when I looked at it. Oh, okay. Interesting. They've got lots of analytics as well. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't know if Linktree has analytics. I know they were talking about it at one point. I haven't checked in ages. I don't really like it. Yeah, I just clicked on yours, Max. Yeah, see, it looks like Linktree. It almost looks identical to Linktree, actually. But see, I've got the Prime, like I said, I've now got the premium version of Willow, so I can actually put my own backgrounds and things on it. And I like to try to keep my branding uniform. Anyway, we're talking about silly stuff now. We're talking about branding and money and all that jazz, and that's not what we're here for. We're here for video games, except the TV is broken. Yeah, as I pointed out before, TV is not, yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I don't want to drag this out. You're trying to fix that? Oh, don't worry about it. I'll fix it eventually. I've got some ideas for where I want my my new display to look like. I've got I'm thinking of going pixelated. Now I don't know if you've been to my Twitter. Oh, hello. Got some notifications. Ooh. Zeta, is that you? Did you just follow me on Twitter? I'm gonna give you a follow back. And I'm gonna give you a thank you. There you go. I've lost my usual. Well, I have. Oh, there it is. It's back. It's back now. Never mind. It's back now. There you go. Thanks, Zeta. Really appreciate that. So anyone who's been on my Twitter and my Instagram as well, actually, will have seen that I used a particular. Actually, can I just drag that? I think I can. Hang on. Still remembering how to do things. Can I do this? Oh, shh. Wait, is that just... That's the plain background. That's not the right one. Let's get rid of that. Cancel. Don't remove that. Thank you. Yeah, remove that one. Thank you. That one. There we go. There we go. So this is what I've been using to advertise my comeback stream. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go with pixelation. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. We fix it in post. Okay? Nothing's getting fixed in post. It's all going through. So, yeah. I think I'm going with a pixelated thing. I'm gonna come up with some sort of artwork, some sort of design, and then I'm gonna make it into pixel art instead. Just for the record, that's not a... I didn't actually make that. That's not something that I have sprited myself. That's not pixel art that I've made. That's something I filtered into being pixel art. So please don't be amazed at that particular work of art, because it's basically a photograph of a supernova, and yes, I may have actually crashed two planets together, two suns actually, just so I could get the photograph to turn into this, but that's besides the point. Yes, I did definitely do that, but don't worry, they were uninhabited, and I'm sure we won't feel the effects on Earth for millions of years. Anyway, yeah, it's a photograph from somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where. I can't remember where. I know it was a license-free one, so it was cool. It was royalty-free. It was fine. And then I colored it and I pixelated it and everything, and I put my own, the grid lines, the retro grid lines. I put those on it. Those are all my own design. So I want to do something similar as my whole setup. I don't know how well it's gonna go though, and I'll tell you why. Because Kiko is currently working on basically the character. See, this sketchy version of myself here is that Kiko is working on making it a real piece of art, But the thing is, I'm worried that it's gonna be a very smooth looking me, against a pixelated background, and I'm not sure how that will work out. I'm not sure it'll look all right, but I hope it will. If it doesn't, I'll just have to redo the background, and that's not a big deal. Hey Mary, welcome. Did you just woke up, didn't you? I know a thing or two about time zones. I've been in a few. I've been in two at once. That was a weird situation. Can't remember where that was. I know I was at... where was that? You've been listening the last 30 minutes? You had to make a new account? What happened? Did you forget your password? Yeah, I did notice it says new chat. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, so I have actually been on been somewhere. I can't recall where it was. I haven't been to that many places. It shouldn't be too difficult to remember. But, yeah, I've stood on a time zone switch, so one foot in one side, one foot in the other. That was really cool. Interestingly, I think that the ability to stand on one side of a time zone and on the other side of a time zone at the same time, though arbitrary though it may be, kind of disproves the whole time cube thing, so, yep. You forgot your account? Hang on. You could have just... Oh, I suppose you couldn't have, but I was gonna say... I was gonna say you could have asked us, because I don't have access to your account, obviously, but I can see, like, your username and stuff. Might have been able to help out there. Though I suppose you know what email address you used. That probably would have helped too. Oh well, maybe I couldn't have helped you. Robin Passelgoth, hello! I saw you on Twitter earlier. You've been in Finland, Sweden, and Norway all at once. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. That's fancy. Robin, welcome. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate that. It's great to see. Do you know what? There's a lot of people that have come to my stream before, and it's so good to see so many people coming back today. Even if people are just dropping in saying hi. Like Ventus was in here earlier, Hero was in here earlier. Actually no, Hero's new. Cause yeah. So Ventus has been here, of course Max is here, Kiko is here, Mary is back, Zeta is back. It's so good to see everyone come back for this, because this has been nerve-wracking for me, honestly. And it's just so good to see. But what's also great is like the people that have found me through stuff on Twitter turning up as well. That's been epic. I know I've been blasting out for the past few weeks now about, hey, new stream coming, yay! But people are actually following through. People are actually turning up, and that's amazing. Yeah, Robin, I did see, no, hang on, hang on. Did I not? I'm pretty sure I did see you just recently on Twitter. Am I not following you? I thought I was. I'm not following you. There we go. How can I forget you, though? Could never forget you. You were one of my... I almost said something really dodgy there. You are, Nugget. Of course you are. So, okay, so guys, Robin is actually kind of a big deal. Robin is, I would actually go as far as to say as Robin is probably the first fan I ever had. Because I even got a bunch of fan art from Robin years ago. A long time ago. You remember? Good. Man. I'm just being blasted with nostalgia right now. But yeah, Robin, always a pleasure to have you around. To think it's... Good grief. Yeah, it's Noodles. Yeah, that's right, Kiko. Yeah. It's been a long time, hasn't it? I'm just trying to figure out now. Okay, so... I think, yeah, she's nearly 30. Oh, you are 30. I'm gonna be... In 2 days is gonna be my birthday. No, sorry, in 3 days is gonna be my birthday. And I'm gonna be 37. I'm getting up there. I'm an old man now. But I met Robin when I was... I want to say 18. Maybe even earlier. No, it'd been 18 or 19. Because I remember I was in... I was in uni when she first appeared on my website. And it wasn't... Okay, so... a lot of people here who have been with me for a long time, you'll know about the previous ones, like Badly Productions. And some of you will be able to go back as far as Ultimate Java. And the not Something Awful forums, they didn't do Something Awful, Slightly Out of Order. But Robin goes back, not to the old forums, but before that, to a website I had hosted on GeoCities called Frogman Inc. She is my absolute first fan. And I love her to bits. And it's so cool that all these years later, you're still around. I genuinely cannot tell you how much that means to me. No, Kiko, we met first on No, okay, I mixed up what I was saying there. You and I met on Slightly Out of Order, and semi-posted near each other on Nuclear Power. While you were doing Slightly Out of Order, and just as I was coming over to Slightly Out of Order, I created a website called Frogman Inc. I didn't really do anything with it. It was basically just I think it was like a blog page. And it wasn't even a blog. I had to do all the blogs manually. So I actually had to code every single page manually, because it was just HTML. On GeoCities, they didn't... no, it wasn't GeoCities. Oh no, it was hosted on GeoCities, but I did all the coding myself. It used, like a shattering ice magic sprite as the logo, with Frogman Inc. written across it. And it had, it had... no, it wasn't Evanescence. It was, Nightwish. It had background music of Nightwish. It was, Sleeping Sun was my background theme on that website. Oh, it was goth out the arse. And that's where I met Robin. So you two would be around about the same time. It did, didn't it? 2000s goth, absolutely. Man, we were lame. Ah, oh, good grief. Yeah, the nostalgia. Damn, that hits hard. Yeah, Nightwish. I used to have Nightwish on my website. It was, I actually sent them an email about it as well, because this was way before people had to worry about, having music on websites and things. Because Google, GeoCities and stuff like that, they just had the option to upload a song or something. But I actually emailed them and said, it's okay to play your song on my website, and they're like, yeah. No, it wasn't. No. The Wild West of the internet is dead, sadly. You know, for better or worse, it was better. Yeah, no, it was. It was so good. Mary going bonkers right. Why is Mary going bonkers right now? Oh, because of the Nightwish stuff. Hang on. Do I want to do this to myself? Yeah, I do. I do. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Hang on a minute. Okay. Hold on a minute. I've got some photographs of myself. From back in the day. I found them recently because I had my hard drives sorted out. Do I still have? I should have some around. Oh no, no, I don't. Oh damn, I don't. Oh, it's a shame. Oh, I was gonna out myself as being a cringy goth boy, but yeah. I don't know. Is this cringy goth? I think this is a little bit cringy goth. Hang on, I've got some pictures from a Halloween one. Yeah. Hang on. How about this? How about this one? Yep, we're old, scuff, and lame. Best way to be. Because we lived through the years where you were allowed to be scuff and lame. Look at that. Doing a Halloween thing as Eric Draven. You remember that one? You were born listening to Nightwish. I was born listening to Black Sabbath. And you know what? If I had actually died at the Black Sabbath The End concert, I probably would have died happy. But yeah, that's me from 2008? I want to say 2008? Oh, really? That's cool. 2007. Oh, it could be 2007. Oh, yeah, the name... Yes, the name of the file is Halloween 2007. Gee, I wonder what year it was. Shakespeare's sister. Oh, wow. Knew you'd be weird. You're the best kind of weird, Robin. Man. Shakespeare's Sister Stay. That is such an anthem. That is an iconic song of the era. That's so cool. And what a time for it to be playing as well. Yeah, right? Alright, let me get rid of this cringe. I need to get rid of this cringe. Hang on. Yes, delete it for goodness sake. Oh my goodness, just go away. Thank you. No worries. It's okay, Max. Hey, we're just having fun here now. We're just chatting about old times. Oh my goodness. I don't wanna like push anyone out. Feel free to jump in and talk as well, because if you're fine to lurk and just listen to a bunch of old people rattle off stories of times gone by, then by all means sit and listen, but yeah. You gonna lurk for the rest of the stream? That's all good. I'm okay with people lurking. I like people lurking. I'm just glad you're here. I don't think I'm gonna be on for much longer though. Yeah, it's so good to have you, Robin. Actually, are you in Gilded? Are you in our Gilded? I don't think you are you? Okay, so I'm gonna do the shilling thing again and say that, no, I don't think so. Hang on, I'm gonna do the shill thing again, and I'm gonna quickly go over to here so I can actually post this. There we go. So that's a link to Gilded. Gilded is a lot like Discord, but in my opinion, better. Aside from functionality, because it does have a few glitches and bugs, it's better in almost every way. Like, all the features are amazing. So I'm doing the shill thing. Come and visit, come and check it out. I'm not saying that you need to necessarily come over and stick around and, you know, switch away from ever using Discord ever again. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you can't do that. But come and visit, come check it out. If you like it, hang out, because we got lots of people here. We are growing slowly. Obviously, I haven't been streaming, so I haven't been able to shill. But it's there. It's there if you want to come and check it out. Not just you, Robin, but everyone. You're all welcome. Oh, hang on a minute. I've got a... never mind. I had a notification on Twitch for something, and it was completely irrelevant. Never mind. You'll camp the application page? Yes, by all means. I'm not expecting that everyone will just come rushing over. I know there's some people are already there, but do check it out. Like I said, it's like Discord. I think it's got more differences to Discord than similarities in a lot of ways. And if you're used to Discord, that can be a stumbling block because things are different. They look similar but are different, or they work differently. But it's nice. It's a nice place. It's pretty chill at the moment. Otherwise, please do check out my Twitter and Instagram. Those are the only social medias I really have right now. We don't have a Discord, so if you see my Discord floating around, which you might, like I said before, I've got a link tree. I think Discord is still on there. But if you see anything from me saying, hey, check out Discord, it's not gonna work. It doesn't work because we don't use the Discord anymore. And yeah, Twitter and Instagram. We might, I might be starting up something else. I'm not entirely convinced yet. I don't think, oh, Discord isn't on there? Brilliant. I don't think Twitter is in as dire straits as people want to make it out to be. You know, it's the way news spreads these days is it's gotta be as dramatic as possible, so... I couldn't tell you how many Twitter is dead parties I've been to, and this is no different. Love Sultans of Swing? Hell yeah! But it doesn't hurt to be on more platforms. So one of the things that I'll be doing in the future is I'll be going from just being on Twitch. I'm currently on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm going to also be on Odyssey as a YouTube alternative. And there's a couple of other places that look interesting as like Twitter alternatives. And if I can get IFTTT to run on those other platforms, it's gonna be great, right? If I can't, I'm not gonna bother. Hive is good. I don't like Hive. I've been reading up on their policies and things, and some of it is just a little bit sketchy. Yeah, it's too new. Taking consideration in the past couple of weeks, there's been over a dozen Twitter clones. Some of them haven't lasted a day. Oh no! I know Hive is an older one. Yeah. I think the hype behind Hive is too new. It's too much of a lot of people moving over there, but I don't think it's necessarily going to last. Oh, not so much it's not going to last. I don't think the hype is going to last. Yeah, it's being run like it's new. Yeah, it doesn't actually have... You actually have to email them to get an Android app, which is weird. Anyway, point being, there's some things about Hive that I'm not too fussed on. So I may check out Hive, but it's just a bunch of stuff that I don't like. Yeah, you gotta email them, don't you? You didn't have to. On their website it says you do. On their website it's got a button and it says that you have to email them to ask them to send you a link. It's on the Play Store? Oh, so they just haven't updated their website. Okay. Yeah. I mean that doesn't fill me with confidence, because their website literally says that you have to email them. Well, anyway. I don't know. I just don't see it as being... I don't think it's going to be the next Twitter. And this is something which I was talking about on Twitter, is that because there's a load of new places that are popping up, they're cannibalizing each other for activity. Everyone has got their own idea of what the next best thing is going to be. And because of that, everyone is separating. There's not going to be one big community website in the future, which is kind of a good thing in some ways. But because everyone's going to all these new different websites, they're never going to be strong enough to stick around. And what's going to happen is eventually everyone's going to come back to Twitter. That's the way I see it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as Rick Wolf put it, network effects. It's a pain, but it's a reality. I'm personally opposed to decentralization. Oh, the Instalink's broken. Oh, it's gonna be the an iron dot plays, because there was a problem with my Instagram account and I had to make a second one. Then I had to delete the first one and have them change my username. Weirdness. Or maybe it's just... No, it probably is the an iron dot plays one, which is incorrect, because I had it changed. Well, it's non-toxic for you. I like decentralized. I prefer decentralization. I'm strongly for decentralization, but the unfortunate reality is that unlike entropy, the internet and people tend to gravitate towards what's most comfortable. So it's not about chaos. It's not about everything going to chaos. It's all about things coming into convenience. And so centralization usually works for people. Unfortunately, it can also be pretty bad to have centralization. Like, basically, if everyone is all under one roof, then all that one roof has to do is change the rules and everyone's boned. Oh, really? That's weird. Let me just... I'm pretty easy to find these days. Oh, damn it, I can't send that. My goodness. I keep trying to send it through a different app, and it keeps telling me to log in. And I was like, I am logged in. Stop it. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There's the link. Right, where was the saying? Yeah, no, look, I completely agree with you, Paul. Max. Paul? I don't even know anymore. I actually completely agree. I hate that as well. And I've curated my Twitter experience so I don't see any of that. I've got my group of people that I hang out with, and they're the people I care about. In terms of, like, front-facing, you know, user-facing, fan-facing, whatever you want to call it, friend-facing, stuff like my streaming, I still need to have Twitter. I also do have a private account, though. So, follow me on my private account if you actually know me. But yeah. I'm not going to play morality tiers with platforms at the moment, because if we want to, we can demonize YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Samsung, Apple. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's I think who was it? It was Mudaha. You know, Some Ordinary Gamers. He was saying that if you start playing morality police and saying what platforms you can and can't use, then the reality is that you can't use any of them. If you're going to call out one company and say, oh, you can't use Apple because this, that, and the other, then okay, but you can't use Samsung either because they do the same thing. If you're going to call out Twitter because of toxic behavior on the website from the users, then the reality is that if Twitter does go down, those same toxic users are going to find their way to other platforms. Does that mean you stop using the platform? In my opinion, no. You stick around and you make the platform better. It's so easy. It is, as Kiko said, it is so easy to find fault in everything these days, because everything and everyone and every company and every business and every corporation and everything is so user-facing that we know too much. Does anyone, like, really stop and think about it? All the things that you've loved in your life, do you really want to support Warner Brothers and Disney right now? Because I sure as hell don't. But yeah, you know, that's just the thing. Yeah. As an IT guy, the stuff I'm hearing about what's going on inside Twitter is scary. I wouldn't want to be there if when it goes total inability to support. Alright. I genuinely don't think it's gonna go that far, honestly. I think it's gonna have its teething periods. I saw someone talking about how it's gonna go through a period of Elon saying, I want to do things this way. And then it's gonna eventually roll back around to it working the same way as it always has. And Elon going, oh yeah, that's the way, that's why they did it like that. And you know what? That's fine. I don't mind that. I don't really care. So long as Twitter is still working, I really don't care who's running it. Yeah, but to be fair, to be perfectly honest, I probably would have fired a lot of people if I was running Twitter as well. Twitter isn't bad. Look, thinking that Twitter is bad is definitely the wrong way to go about it. It's just like saying knives are bad because you could stab people with them. Twitter is fine. Twitter is actually a really good platform. It needs to re-find its feet, and I think it will eventually. Like, it's not like it's gonna die. Yes and no. Because you gotta take in consideration that there were a lot of people who were actually in the offices of Twitter, and I am playing devil's advocate here, and I'm going to play devil's advocate because the reality is a lot of people on the outside don't actually know what was going on behind the scenes, and most of us never actually will. What we hear about and what we are told about is exactly what people want us to hear and be told about. And the largest, loudest narrative right now is the anti-Elon narrative. He could come out tomorrow with facts and evidence saying, no, these are the people I fired, this is the reason I fired them. And everyone will still believe he was just an idiot that fired indiscriminately. That's the reality. I know you have, but that also, just disliking someone or hating someone isn't a good reason to put stuff on them that they didn't do. The fact is that there is an anti-Elon narrative right now, and whether you like him or dislike him, it's not fair. And really all I care about is the fairness of it. And they handle him at SpaceX, but if it fits the narrative to take at face value. Sorry, I read something about they handle him at SpaceX, but it fits the narrative too well. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I got it. Sorry. Yep. Look, I am not a fan of Elon Musk. I know a lot of people think that I am, but I'm not. From day dot, I have said that the what was it called? I can't remember. The Hyperloop was a terrible idea. From the very first discussion of it, when was that? 2012? Before that, I have said that is terrible. That is a bad idea. It's never going to work. Do you want to know how difficult it is to create a vacuum in a tube that's miles long? The amount of power that would require. Yikes. Holy crap. And all you need is one slight hole, one tiny, tiny little flaw, and the whole thing collapses inwards. It's a good idea. Okay, it's a good idea in the sense of if it worked, then it would be fantastic. But we got this nasty little problem called physics in the way. Like, I'm not even some physics genius, but even I could tell from the start how ridiculous the concept of Hyperloop was. So, people please don't think I'm an Elon fanboy or anything. I most certainly am not. But I do think that in all things, we should be fair. No, he's not. Oh, he is. Actually, he is. He's absolutely a genius at making money. He has done it more successfully than anyone else in the world. Yes, exactly. That's where I'm at. I think I wouldn't necessarily go as far as say he's a buffoon, but I don't think even half of the things we hear about him, maybe, yeah, I don't think they are fair or accurate. Like, there's a lot of times when that is the case. People decide whether they like someone or dislike them first, and then decide whether or not they do something or did something second. And that's not fair. You can't choose guilty or innocent based on whether you like someone. Guilty or innocent needs to be based on whether they're guilty or innocent. Yes, exactly. I mean, there's a great line from Blackadder. Blackadder the Third in it was the Scarlet Pimpernel episode. And Blackadder goes up to a French aristocrat and he says, "How would you like to earn a little bit of money?" And the aristocrat goes, "No. No, I would not." What? I would like other people to make money and give it to me. French accent on point. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I used to have, I spent a little bit of time in France. But, yes. This is my French accent. And I've just offended an entire nation. Oh, I'm gonna get banned. I've just come back, I'm gonna get banned. Wait, I was completely ambivalent about him at first, and then he had a tantrum about the cave divers not want to use his submersible and called them pedophiles. Oh, yeah. I do remember that. That was, yeah. No, that was ridiculous, and he should be held accountable for that. Yeah, no, I do. I remember they even made a movie about that recently. I think it was called Trapped or something like that. Yeah. It came out like last year. It came out, I'm pretty sure it came out within a year of it happening. No, of course they don't. In the word, I'm brilliant for quotes today. In the words of Winston Churchill, never let a good tragedy go to waste. But yeah, we've kind of gone on about Elon Musk for a while and Twitter. I'm not leaving Twitter, just in case anyone's wondering. No, I'm not leaving Twitter. If the website goes down, the website goes down. Oh well. I'll think about what I'm gonna do after that. But right now, I'm on Twitter. Twitter is my primary platform for social media. Instagram is my second one. Once Instagram can get their crap together and IFTTT is working again, because it currently doesn't communicate with Instagram, those two will be my primary social medias. IFTTT is a basically a botting platform where you can create your own little bot apps to transfer, like, you could post on Twitter and then it'll repost everything on Facebook, on Instagram, and so on and so forth. I use IFTTT because if you use Instagram and you post an image on Instagram, it automatically, you can click a button and it'll send a message to Twitter and say, "You've just posted something on Instagram." and comes up with a little link. If you use IFTTT, you can actually get it to post the photographs that you posted to Instagram natively on Twitter. So it's no longer a link, it's just the image. So that's why I've been using IFTTT for, but currently it's having issues with Instagram because Facebook have changed their algorithm, Facebook have changed their API, or Meta have changed their API, and so it doesn't interact very well. So once they fix that, I'll be setting that back up. And because it's about making your own applets, I can have it go to Gilded, even though it doesn't actually have a Gilded applet. Like, with Discord, I mean, you can do it with Discord as well, but it's actually got an app for Discord that you can say, okay, so send this to Discord. It doesn't have one for Gilded, but you can just write your own. And it's really simple to use because it's all WYSIWYG. It's not like you don't need to know any programming or anything. You just click buttons. It's like, I want my Instagram post to go to Web API, or I want it to go to Webhook API, sorry, or I want it to go to Facebook, and it'll just do it for you. It'll build the app itself. It's really useful. Yes, that's a good... Actually, Kiko makes a good point. I'll go wherever the VTubers are. I may not be a VTuber, but I play one on TV. But no, I like alt tech as well. You're off to stuff your gob. Actually, do you know what? I need to do that. I said I wasn't going to be on for long. I might not do the full 4 hours because I feel like we're just kind of going off on tangents right now. But I will be doing some alternative social media stuff in the future. Like I said, there's a bunch of Twitter-like websites to use. I want to use Odyssey because Odyssey is a really cool looking platform, and they currently have a lot of... they're on the brink of being able to get money and advertising, so that's pretty cool. Where else is there? Also, Odyssey has a lot of gaming stuff on there, so that's useful. There's another one. There's another one, and I can't remember what it was. But it's like Twitter. Yeah, I can't remember. And then Lamau. But, right, starting to work now. Okay. Alright, Robin. We will catch you next time. Just quickly, for anyone who is leaving right now, I won't be streaming every day. I'm not jumping straight back into it. I will probably stream again next week at some point, so do keep an eye on my Twitter. And obviously, I'll be posting on Gilded. Obviously, because that's my social media right now. I'll probably also post on Instagram. I've got a lot of stuff I need to post on Instagram, actually. I've got a delivery today that I want to take some photographs of. So yeah, that'll be a thing. That'll be a thing. Keep an eye out on my social media because they will become more active in the next few weeks. And on the lead up to Christmas. After Christmas, after New Year, I should be streaming properly, regularly, and actively. Oh, and it's my birthday this weekend as well. feel free feel free to say happy birthday in bits. It is my birthday. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting that it's my birthday. It almost doesn't feel real. But yeah, so with that in mind, I'm probably gonna just say thank you to everyone now. There's no point doing another hour, I don't think. It's been wonderful to have everyone come here and hang out. I've been here for 3 hours. I didn't even think I was gonna last 3 hours. I thought I was gonna stop at the 2-hour mark, but wow. So I've been here for 3 hours now. I need to go get food. So there's that. I have a weekend ahead of me for my birthday. And, 24-hour stream. Oh, don't even start. I might, do you know what? I might do a 24-hour stream at some point. Like, if I wanted to do a big, massive comeback stream, then, I'm going to... I could do a 24-hour stream. You want someone to raid? I don't know. I'm gonna have a look first, see if there's people I know that are streaming right now. Oh, Miyune. Yikes, Miyune isn't doing so well. She's only got 165 people in the chat right now. Considering she used to be in the several thousands. She's kind of dropped off, which is sad. So I really like Miyune. It's a test week. I'm so glad I don't have tests. Oh, right, okay. Dopey Dill is a friend from Western Australia. Most of our audience is asleep. Wait, hang on a minute. I got confused. I read all those... I read all the chat as though it was one conversation. It didn't make any sense to me. Wow, okay. If you don't mind, I'm gonna drop in on Miyune. She's doing a just chatting stream. And it's really cool. She's really cool. She's really cute. Definitely recommend checking her out. She's a VTuber. She does a bunch of gaming stuff and she does a lot of chatting streams with fans. She's a bit mental. Yeah, so it has been a day and it has been an experience and it's really cool. Chat used confused on Nyron, yes, and it was super effective. I don't have the oh wait, do I have? Hang on, I think I have some of those. See, Twitter, can I do that? No, that one doesn't work. Insta, that one doesn't work. None of my commands work. I think none of the commands work because of the whole Streamlabs cock up from yesterday. So I need to rewrite all my commands. Yep. So that's something I'll be doing between now and next week is getting the background working so that I've got an actual background. Getting the streaming stuff working so I can actually play some games. That's probably, you know, that's kind of a big deal for a gaming streamer, you know? It's something that you need. It's not just about backgrounds and graphics and things, it's actually having freaking games. Oh dear. Okay. Well, anyway. I'm gonna need to get a new background. Obviously, I need to fix that up. Cries in broken TV. You are my broken TV now. Yeah, I'll get the background fixed up. I've got some ideas for what I want. I'm gonna get the game stuff working. I've got some ideas. Remember, if Max, you were there when I first started streaming last year, and all the stress I had trying to get the freaking game to work and to get the sound to sync up, right? I found a way around it. And rather than arguing with it and struggling with it, I think I figured out how I'm gonna fix it. So, yeah. That's something I need to do in the next couple of weeks. Let's think. Well, I mean, I need to fix this. This is kind of important. Yeah. Kiko's gonna be working on, getting my artwork done as well. So by next week, there might be a lot more happening here. It won't be just a broken TV, and a scaffolding with a plain paper background or something. It may actually be something somewhat respectable. Well, as respectable as I can get. But yeah. Yeah, this has been fun. It's been fun to get back into the swing of things. And it's great to see so many people coming today and sharing that with me. Honestly, can I be perfectly honest right now? I didn't think many people would turn up. I thought there might be... I mean, it's not because how do I put this? I didn't think many people would turn up because I'm not like a big name or anything. And I've got a few people that enjoy my content. Suddenly I'm from the West Country. I've got a few people that enjoy my content, and not everyone is on my time zone, and not everyone is available when I'm available. And so I just figured that even if it was just something small, something slow, something that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, I wouldn't mind if people didn't turn up. And, you know, the stream would still be around, but actually having everyone here is just... yeah. I love you too. Zeta is still here, that's amazing. Yeah, I love you guys. Like, I don't mean that in a way like, you know, oh, thank you all for coming, we love you, blah, blah, blah. No, I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you all for being here, because this means so much to me. I can't even begin to properly tell you. I reached a point while I wasn't streaming where I think it was back in July, maybe August, where I thought to myself, no, it wasn't August, it was definitely July, where I thought to myself, maybe I just won't stream. Maybe I just won't bother. I won't do anything. I've gone through that multiple times where I've thought myself, maybe it's just not worth it. It's too much effort. Like I was saying before, we all have those moments where depression gets the better of us, where our doubts get the better of us. But being here today, actually doing this stream, and seeing everyone here. People talk about parasocial relationships where, you know, people get addicted to the streamer that they're following. But guys, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get addicted to you. It's totally the other way around for me. Thank you everyone for being here today. You've all made it more than worthwhile to keep trying. And you've made me more enthusiastic and more ready to do more. Today I was not ready. I was not ready. Even before, even as the countdown was happening, even as the starting soon screen was up, I was telling Kiko that I was so nervous. I was so uncertain. I felt sick. And that's not just because I haven't eaten. In fact, I would go as far as to say I didn't. One of the reasons why I didn't eat is because I've been so nervous, I just haven't felt hungry. But this has been more than worthwhile. So, before I loop back on myself once again, I'm going to say thank you, everyone, for coming today. Looks for the Kit Kat stickers. Oh wait, where are the Kit Kat stickers? We still have them? Oh well. I think I still got some Kit Kat stickers. The only problem is I don't have any of the cool Kit Kats anymore. Anyway. Thank you everyone for coming. It's been great. This has turned out a lot better than I thought it would. It's had such a great turnout with so many people and everyone's just chatting, having fun. I'm so glad you're here. It's good to see Robin, it's good to see you, Zeta. Ritterwolf, Mary, Hiko, and Max, I suppose. I mean, he's here too. Pat passed out. Oh, well, that's to be expected. That's fine. I'm glad he was here. Ryan had to sleep, yeah. I know that Hero was. Necro is still lurking. And Ventus was here as well. I gotta remember that it's Necro, not Sin, because I was just thinking, oh, Sin, and then I just realized you've already named him. But yeah. So thank you all. Like I said, I didn't want to go looping around myself over and over again, but here I've gone and done it. Thank you all for coming. It's been amazing. Please do consider looking up my Twitter, Instagram, and checking out the link for Gilded. Oh, for goodness sake. I keep trying to send it in the wrong app. Hang on. There we go. I will have commands by next time. Do check out the Gilded if you haven't already. And I am gonna shuffle us over to raid Mune. She's really cool. Definitely a very fun streamer. So please consider checking her out. If I can remember how to actually do this. But it hasn't been a whole year. Everyone, it's time to get in the van. Yeah, how do I do this? The hell? Yep. Uh-huh. I think I could just do that. No, I can't. I don't know how to do this anymore. Someone help. I don't know how to do this. I've forgotten. I think if I just go raid, I can. That's how I do it. Mune. I think this will work. I hope this will work. Alright, thank you everyone for coming. Please do stick around, go check out Mune's stream. And I will be back next week at some point. Keep an eye on social medias. And, yeah. Thank you everyone. My love to you all. Play more games. Peace and high scores.